Hello my friends all over the world, wherever you are. William Poloniak here again from Whole Health Foundation. In this video I'm going to give you a couple of tips about how to use the Norwalk juicer to make wheatgrass juice using the new organic bamboo liners. First thing I'm going to do is I'm going to go to the freezer where I put the feed tube and the cutter in for about 5 minutes. And the cutter and a container of ice cubes. I'm going to demonstrate the proper way to make wheatgrass juice using a Norwalk juicer. So we'll put the cooled cutter on and the feed tube. Normally, doing wheatgrass on a Norwalk juicer is very unsatisfactory, but this method shows you the ideal way to do it. Now the first thing I'm going to do is I want to make sure that I've got the grid holder with the number 2 grid in here. I'm going to take a 2-inch or 3-inch plug of fresh wheatgrass, turn the juicer on and feed it in very, very slowly. Keep this covered because you don't want to blow back. More wheatgrass. Now you can see my thermometer, because I put this in the freezer, is under 20 degrees centigrade. More wheatgrass. Now I've had people say, why are you putting ice cubes in? Because you're going to dilute your wheatgrass. Well, yes, you're going to dilute your wheatgrass, but so what? It's very concentrated anyway, and many people cannot tolerate straight wheatgrass. So diluting it a little bit is a very good thing. It makes it more palatable, easier to digest. So let's take this pulp. Put the container in to catch any drippings, and we'll put it in the bamboo liner. I love these bamboo liners. They're very, very strong, and they're not going to tear like paper would. So we'll fold that over the wheatgrass. Now normally wheatgrass or any greens would stick to the cloth and you would have a cleanup nightmare. You can see what happens if you don't have a paper napkin. So I'm doing this the wrong way just to show you why you need to use a paper napkin, and I do have a different video showing the correct method. So, because the pulp sticks to the cloth without a paper napkin, you can see it doubles or triples your cleanup time. So, let's fold it over in thirds like that. Now we're going to use an 1/8 cup container, because you don't want to get distracted and have your juice overshoot. If you had a small container, it would definitely overshoot if you got distracted. So an 1/8 cup container, we're going to put 1 cloth full of wheatgrass centered in the tray, all the way back it off a little bit, turn it on. Now you can see that if you had a small container and you got distracted, you didn't move it forward, you would overshoot it, which is what you do not want to do. Now, here's the beautiful thing about these bamboo liners. I'm going to reuse it one more time. Unfold it. Put it away. And what I'm going to do now is I'm going to make more wheatgrass pulp, and then I'm going to put it on top of the spent pulp. So let's take some wheatgrass here. About a 2 or 3 inch by 3 inch clump. Feed it through. So I'm going to put the second batch of wheatgrass pulp onto the old liner. I'm going to reuse that liner one more time. Put it over. Got a little too much wheatgrass in there, but I think we'll manage. over. Put it in the tray, centered. All the way back it off a little bit. Well, you get a lot of juice from wheatgrass. Okay, let's take a look inside. Peel away that bamboo liner again. Now normally this would stick to your cloth just like it did here to the liner, and then you'd have a cloth cleanup nightmare. We're ending up this video here, and I've taken the pulp from inside the feed tube, which I've just cleaned. Remember, the cutter always goes up here with the hole down. Never leave the cutter on the juicer. We're going to dump the rest of the wheatgrass pulp here. And here's another reason why you want gloves on. It makes it easier to handle food without contaminating your hands or the food. Now, this is the third time we're using this bamboo liner. Still strong enough to be reused, so it's not as expensive as you think. That's about it. We're not going to waste it for every last drop. Now let's take a look at this cloth, and here's why you use a liner. Look at that. Beautiful, and you don't have a cleanup nightmare on your cloth. So we'll clean that cloth later, and let's do a taste test. Remember, this is diluted with a little bit of water from the ice cubes. So let's take a taste test. Much more palatable with water mixed in from the ice cubes. I hope you like what you've seen, and if you do, please tell a friend. If you'd like to contact me, my phone number is 760-753-0321. My email address is developtrust@cox.net, and my webpage is wholehealthfound.com. Here's to your health.